Hey now YouTube, Joey brings it back again. Cali coming at you from the West Coast, the best coast. Just closed up shop. Another day, another dollar. Gonna talk some cards, guys. The way I like to do it here on my channel, the way all my friends like to do it on their channels. Hey man, let's keep spreading the love. It's big love here in the YouTube card collecting community. I'm gonna talk a little bit about some cards, some of my favorite cards that are near and dear to me. I kind of feel like I've been neglecting these cards for my PC. And in general, I think the hobby has been neglecting these cards as well. It's a great opportunity to share what I have, and maybe I just might turn one or two of you onto some of these cards, guys. Hey, it's Joey Brings It. We're talking cards, West Coast, Cali. Here we go. All right, guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, going to talk about some cards that I haven't shown in a while. Let's get the mood going. Let's put on some music so we can get to the time period. And let's talk some cards, guys. So, cards that I'm going to be talking about, just like this one, guys. We're talking about the T206 tobacco cards, part of the most awesome, epic, historical set of all time. 500 plus cards, better known as the Monster. Man, these cards are wonderful. Cards just like this. We're talking Victor Gazaway Willis, aka the Delaware Peach, better known as Vic. Look at how gorgeous and rich those red colors are. Man, I will always refer to Mr. Willis as a Hall of Famer. Durable pitcher, 388 complete games in his career. He still holds the major league record with 45 complete games in a single season. Hey man, how many games has Kershaw completed in a single season? How about the Brewers team? How many games do their starting pitchers complete in a season? This guy had 45 in a season. Absolutely gorgeous card. Look at that old school Pittsburgh uniform, collar straight up. The way Joey Brings It, wears his collar. Man, I love these cards. A little disclaimer here, guys. I by no means am an expert on these cards. You guys want to hear all the specific details about the factories and the scarcities and the rarities. You guys got to go check out Max Jackson's channel, Dead Guy Cardboard. Guys that really focus in on this set. What I do is a labor of love. I love these cards, man. Absolutely gorgeous. But hey, you do not have to be an expert in order to collect this set, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Here's another beautiful card. Look at that green background. It just pops. We're talking William Miller Congleton, better known as Bunk. Look at the centering on that card. Absolutely gorgeous. Columbus uniform. Again, with the collar sticking straight up. Made his major league debut in 1902 with the Chicago Orphans. Man, you're going way back when your team from Chicago is called the Orphans. This guy died of a heart attack in 1937 at an Indians game. Talk about a die-hard ball player, guys. I had to throw that in there. A little bit of history on this card. You don't have to spend big bucks to get beautiful cards. This card I purchased many moons ago. We're talking $20. $20. It was in one of these. It was in a pro grading company holder, graded 6.0 X to near mint. The guy who sold it to me, he was straight up. He was not trying to fool anyone. He had, got it from another guy, and he said that 99.9% probability that this card is trimmed. And I understood that. I didn't care. Look at the colors. Look at the centering. 4 square corners. They're not razor sharp, but they're square. The card looks gorgeous. Even if I decide to send this into PSA and it gets an authentic, I'm still way ahead of the game, and it's going to look gorgeous. It looks gorgeous just the way it is. $20, man. You cannot go wrong. You guys do not have to have deep pockets or a very deep understanding in order to collect this set. I'm telling you, there's a way to collect. There's a way to appreciate the cards and just have so much fun. And that's kind of what I do, guys. Look at this one. Man, again, rich red background, Minneapolis uniform. Look how thick that uniform looks. James Joseph Collins. His teammates called him Jimmy. Again, I call Mr. Collins a Hall of Famer. Hall of Fame third baseman, World Series champion, Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame, class of 1945. Hey, man, there's nothing like having a T206 card with the Hall of Famer on it. Hey, it does not have to be in perfect shape. The corners are a little bit rounded. Right there where the M is, I see a little crease right there. But the centering is spot on. The registration is pretty good. And the color just is magnificent. Again, guys, you do not have to break the bank to get one of these cards. Hey, you want to get a Hall of Famer such as this in a PSA 5, a PSA 6, hey, be my guest. More power to you. You have $700-800 to pony up? Great. I don't. Like I've said many a time here on my channel, I'm a good-looking man, but I'm not a rich man. Hey, all these raw cards over the years, 10 years plus, I have not paid more than $40 for any one of these raw examples. Okay, guys, let's keep up the theme of what I have here in the small portion of my collection that I'm going to share with you guys. Look at this card. Again, absolutely gorgeous. Look at the centering. Again, 4 square corners. There's some tobacco staining on the card, on the white borders, but that is to be expected. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Harry William Krause, better known as Hal. Hey, this guy made a major impact in his rookie season, 1909. Started off with 10 games in a row, a 10-game winning streak. But he fizzled out, man. Back in the day, the pitchers, there's no such thing as a relief pitcher. So he probably blew his arm out, had to rehab it. But he was sent down back to the minors, and he found success there. So much so that when it was all said and done, he was inducted into the Pacific Coast League Hall of Fame. So he was a pretty good pitcher, no doubt. He just didn't make it in the majors. Gorgeous uniform, a different way to wear it. He wears the collar down, but it's absolutely gorgeous. This card has character. I love it. Look at that blue background. Amazing. I got one more card here, guys, I want to show you to round out this little talk on T206 cards. Again, we're talking raw, we're talking color. Amazing, great centering, 4 square corners. Incredible, man. Gus Dorner, better known as Gus, major league pitcher from 1902 to 1909. Pitched for Cleveland, he pitched for Cincinnati, and the Boston Beaneaters. What is up? Enough said. Cards. Why is your team called the Beaneaters? I know you're the Boston Authority. I'm going to let you explain that one to me. But right here is pictured in his Kansas City uniform. Gray flannel, collar sticking straight up. I love it. This card is really cool. This has, you see that? Let me zoom in on that. You see that little dot right there? That straight up, this is going to be a polar bear back. It has to be. Yes, polar bear back. This was straight up scrap tobacco. So this was not a pack of cigarettes. This was literally a pack of tobacco. So the polar bear backs are really notorious for having a lot of tobacco stains. While this one straight up has like a spittle. I don't know if it's a spittle of tobacco. Somehow or another, that piece stuck there. And there's no way to get it off. It is stuck on the card, on the beautiful bright red background. You pull that off, I'm telling you, the color, the paint is going to come right off the card. So you just leave it on there. You send this in to get graded, man. with all that tobacco, you're going to get like a 1.5. If the gods are on your side, the PSA gods, you may get a 2. But you know what? Like I said, you don't need to spend a fortune to have these beautiful cards. And what I kind of wanted to get at in this video is I'm going to do 2 videos. This first one right here, I wanted to show you guys a way to collect. This is my primary focus on the way I collect T206 cards. 500 cards in this set, the monster. They don't call it the monster for nothing. So in order to have fun and a little bit of a challenge, and you just got to figure out your budget of what you can do with these cards, what I do, my primary focus is on cards just like these. We are talking about portraits. I love to collect T206 portraits. It's an amazing way to display cards. It calls out to me. There's something about it, no matter how hard I try to ignore and go in my other direction in my PC. Hey, I always come back to the T206 cards. They are gorgeous, man. So many different back variations, the old mill cigarettes, there's a ton of them. But my primary focus to my T206 collection is collecting portrait cards. Like I said, I don't spend $1 million on this collection. I do have some really good high dollar cards. Check out my other videos, and I'm going to be showing them throughout the year. But these are not them. These are just the cards that I collect because I love it. No way in the world these cards are going to get Gem Mint 10s, not even, VG X4s. But it doesn't mean you can't collect this set. You don't have to do it the way I do. You don't have to do it portrait style. That's the way I like to do it. I hope you guys like the way they look. And I'm going to really be debating on whether or not I'm going to leave these cards in these cases. Look, these are beautiful cases from, I don't know where they're from, Ultra Pro or wherever they're from. These cases cost $3 a piece. They are not cheap. I mean, I could get them down to maybe $270 if I were to buy bulk, but this is my dilemma. Maybe you guys can help me out. If I were to get these graded, we're talking $10 a card on a bulk submission. $10 or keep buying these $3. I have maybe 100 of these raw cards. Do I grade them all? Or do I just keep buying these $3 holders? I mean, it's a $7 difference. But I don't know, man. There's something about having this type of card raw. Not all cards are meant to be in PSA slabs, whether it be for the price point, whether it be for, just the condition, knowing it's not going to get a high grade. I don't know, man. I'm really debating on it. I love these cards either way. I hope you guys do too. Stay tuned. I'm going to post one more video on the way I like to collect, talking T206 cards. You guys got to get 1, 2, or 3 into your collection. You're going to fall in love with them. Look at how beautiful that card is. About 25 bucks, man. We're talking maybe 10 years ago. It might be a little bit more now, but absolutely gorgeous, guys. Joey brings it. Talking portraits, T206, the monster, West Coast. I hope you guys like this little video. Stay tuned for my part 2 of this. Another interesting and fun, different variation of cards. Another way I collect. Signing off from Cali, guys. Wishing everybody the best. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See you guys.